Okay, good morning, students. Today we have two types of assessment, the summative and the formative assessment. Formative and summative assessment are two overlapping complementary ways of assessing pupil progress in schools. And the common goal is to establish the development, strength, and weakness of each child student, as each assessment type provides different insight and actions for the educators. The key to holistic assessment practice is to understand what each method contributes to the end goals, improving school attainment level and individual pupil learning, and to maximize the effectiveness of each. Both the term are ubiquitous, and teachers sometimes lack clarity around the most effective types of summative assessment and more creative method for formative assessment. So, students, if we talk about this summative assessment, the summative assessment aims to evaluate students' learning and academic achievements at the end of a term, year, of semester by comparing it against a universal standard or school benchmark. Summative assessment often have a highly high point value, take place under controlled condition, and therefore have more visible. The examples are end of term or midterm exam, cumulative work or over an extended period such as a final project or creative portfolio, end of unit or chapter test, standardized tests that demonstrate school accountability are used for pupil admission, etc. Now, why is summative assessment important for learning? In the current education system, standard derived instructions play a significant role. Summative assessment, therefore, provide an essential benchmark to check the progress of students, institutions, and educational program of the country as a whole. Summative assessment contribute largely toward improving the British curriculum and overall curriculum planning. When summative assessment data indicates gaps across and the board between students' knowledge and learning targets, schools may turn to improve curriculum planning and new learning criteria to assess the improve their school attainment levels. Now further we come to the formative assessment. Formative assessments defined as a more diagnostic than evaluative. It is used to monitor pupil learning style and ability, to provide ongoing feedback and allow educators to improve the adjust their teaching methods and for students to improve their learning. Most formative assessment strategies are quick to use and fit seamlessly into the instruction process. The information gathered is rarely marked or graded. Descriptive feedback may accompany formative assessment to let students know whether they have mastered an outcome or whether they require more practice. The examples of formative assessments are like quizzes, short comparative assignments to see how people are performing against their peers, 1 minute papers on a specific subject matter, lesson exit tickets to summarize what people have learned, silent classroom pupil. Students ask students to create a visualization or doodle map of what they learned. Why these are important? The formative assessment is a flexible and informal way of assessing a pupil progress and their understanding of a certain subject matter. So it may be recorded in a variety of ways or may not be recorded at all, except perhaps in lesson planning to address the next step. Formative assessment helps students identify their strength and weakness and target areas that need work. It also helps educators and governors recognize where students are struggling and address problem immediately. At a school level, summative assessment and school leaders use this information to identify areas of strength and weakness across the institution and to develop strategies for improvement. As the learning journey progresses, further informative assessment indicate whether in teaching plan need to be revised to reinforce or extend learning. So, so students, this all about the formative and summative assessment. I hope you understood well. Thank you.